Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. This is Irene, LICMC, CBiz Media. Hello. Happy Valentine's Day. And we have a great topic for you presented by Miss London. Hi, Miss London.
Well, it's not just me, is it? Did I start this? I guess
You
so.
sparked the conversation. Yeah, you started it. And I went along with it. We were kind of having some fun with it. We have a couple of announcements before we get started, and then we're going to close with a special serenade for Valentine's Day. We do want to say happy Valentine's Day to everyone. God bless you. We love you. God loves you. Jesus is love. All of the good stuff. We hope you're having a wonderful, beautiful, lovable Valentine's Day. Did you have any announcements, Pastor?
I can wait till you do what you do.
Okay, first off, I want you guys to check out the description on the wherever you're watching. I don't think it's on the Twitch, but it's on the other platforms. Check out the link in the description. Want to share this book with you, a missing link to the Motown story from our friend, Motown legend J.G. Contour. And his book is on Amazon, so check that book out. Go to the link and you can learn more. Supporting Black History Month, supporting our legends, right here on LICMC Radio. So feel free to click that link and check out that book. And I'm sure he'll appreciate your support and spread the word and let people know about this African American legend. We want to invite you to our place called the Church event coming in March, featuring That's Renee, and it's supposed to be at First Presbyterian Church of Royal Oak. Speaking of Renee, looks like she's entered the room. We appreciate her entering and coming through. And if she has something to say, we'll put her on the screen shortly. But we're just doing our announcements right now. And we're inviting everybody to the place called the Church Reimagined short film. This film was presented for the ADI actors in London. And I did a reimagined short film version that we're going to watch at the end of March. And again, it's at Royal Oak at First Presbyterian Church, 2 to 4 p.m. Saturday, March 28th. Join us. It's only $10 to enter. And you can call us at 248-701-0885 for more details. And if you would like to participate in this, we're hoping to join us in the building. Harry Tubman of the Hood, Ernestine McCall, vocalist, myself in London are your host. And we're hoping to have some of the cast and crew from the place called the Church in the house. And of course, we're featuring That's Renee with a one-woman show, a special segment she'll be doing, opening up this whole program as we watch the short film. So we hope to see you then. Chili and Cornbread event presented by our friend Terrace Hurston from Stretching Your Imagination. That event is February 21st. And she's going to be at a local shelter serving the chili and cornbread. And she still needs some supplies and assistance. And if you would like to support financially, you can do so at $Terrace 5555. And if you would like to get some supplies to her, you can look her up. Her name is Terrace Hurston on Facebook. Or if you want to drop something in the comments, we will definitely connect you with her if you would like to support this event. She's also looking for volunteers to come and serve the food as well. So if you would like to support, drop something in the comments. We'll get back to you, let you know. Or you can just go to that Cash App and support that way. And thank you so much. All right, and we're gonna close out with a special serenade, but I want to pass it to Pastor London. Any thoughts, any announcements as we get into this?
Most definitely, yes. Thank you. I do want to remind people that series number 3 of the place called The Church is expected and scheduled to come out September the 18th at the Riviera Theater by Imagine Theater, and that is in Farmington Hills. And so we're excited about that. We are in the process of working on that, the next segment for that time. So we're getting ready for that. We just want people to know that's what's happening. If anybody wants to be an actor, they are welcome to. Also, you can go to London, London, Washington, on any of the platforms and message me to let me know that you might be interested in joining our acting crew. More information will be coming out about the those that's going to be reserved seating once again in Farmington Hills at the Riviera Theater. So we'll keep you informed, let you know what's going on, and keep you updated. And there's more things to come too. So that's all I want to announce at this time. And also, I guess I want to say Happy Valentine's Day to everyone. Number one, Happy Valentine's Day to everyone. I can't hear anybody.
Hey,
Oh, I'm
happy
sorry,
Valentine's.
guys.
Hey, Miss Renee.
Hello, happy Valentine's Day. We love you.
Hi. Should I say something now or wait?
Yeah, if you want to.
Okay. Just had this guy, coworker. They were discussing relationships, and he said, "Believe it or not, look," he said, "I'm serious. I've been with my lady for 15 years, and I have never had anyone." And so we got quiet, and then he said, "But when I was younger," I said, "Here it comes." He said, "When I was younger," he said, "I had a lot of girls." He said, "So many, it's embarrassing not to even think about it." And one girl, he had a matron, and he said, "Y'all know what a matron is?" She would go around with him and help him with his kids. And she was a young girl, and he had to run in her house or something, I guess, use the bathroom. And he explained to her that he was with someone and he wasn't, messing around. He don't mess around. That's when he got older. And he went to the restroom, and when he came out, he said she had all her clothes off. And then he had to tell her, "Look," he said, "I don't do stuff like this anymore." He said, "I'm with someone, been with her for 15 years. And so I said, "Well, that's good you made a turnaround. But at first, he had us thinking he's just been a saint all his life. But he did make an about face and got serious. And now he's been with her for 15 years and never been with anyone else." I said, "Well, that's good." So I just thought I'd bring that up, how some men can change.
Yeah, that's a nice story.
Yes, I say that's a very inspiring story.
We always need to hear a positive story when it comes to relationships and things.
It looks like we have Miss Terrace stopped in. I don't know if she's able to talk right now, but hello, Sister Terrace.
Hey, Miss Terry.
Hello, everyone. It's good to hear you. Thank you all for your support, and thank you again. How you doing, Miss Renee?
Oh, hey, good
Thank
to hear
you.
from you.
Yes, love you all, and thank you, everyone. I
Yeah.
apologize for being
Well,
late, but I just got in.
You said you just got in.
Yes, I just got in the house maybe like 10 minutes ago. I was at my daughter's babysitting.
Okay. Well, how was your Valentine's Day? I think we lost her. Hopefully, she will come back into the room. All right. Yeah, that was a really inspiring story. Thank you, Minister Renee, for sharing that. So our topic is, do you love me, Petra London? What is your take on this topic?
And so many people be saying, "Do you love me?" But they be going like, "What's love got to do? Got to do with it? What's love got to do?" Then yeah, somebody going like, "I love you forever." Out, yeah, you get all this going on. So you try to decipher, okay, is this real or are they just doing it? And so I'll give you a quick scenario of some things that I had. This is how all this started because I saw okay, Valentine's Day. We're talking about relationships. Um, well, is it love? Is it lust? Like, do they really care, or is it just for self fulfillment? And is engagement is in sight, or is marriage in sight? So there's a lot of questions when it comes to Valentine's Day. I think people take the Valentine's Day pretty serious. If you have a relationship with someone, she expects, guys do too. With the woman definitely expects some sort of recognition if you're together. Traditionally, some of us go along and it's just another everyday wonderful thing, another wonderful day. We didn't even think about it. We're just going on with our lives, whatever. But let me read a couple of things right here that I had investigated about it, about relationships and are they real or yeah. I'm going to read some things that says, the friends. Oh, we're going to go to friends with benefits later. Hold on, let me get to the first part. How this thing evolves, it was kind of interesting because we were talking about. I really was talking about. It's kind of funny how when Valentine's Day comes and people break up just before Valentine's Day because they don't want to buy the gift. uh, and they say some people don't verbally break up with you now. They just text you and say, "I'm not, bye." Some people just ghost people. That means you don't even hear from them. All you know is they was there, now they're gone. And then you have those that, you know, they will just text you. So random. It's like, what happened to the special attitude and special feelings that people used to have? It used to be really serious. It still is serious though, because somebody really cares for somebody, and they decide they're gonna break up with you just before your birthday, or just before Christmas, or just before Valentine's Day. It just seems like, okay, what were we doing? Exactly what is this all for? So Valentine's Day, uh, I'm going to AI on Google in 2026 offers a dedicated romantic opportunity to celebrate partners and loved ones. It's an acting. Oh Lord, here we go. Acting is a significant economic driver for business. I won't say acting because a lot, I gotta tell you a story too. It's often criticized for being overly commercialized, causing financial strain and placing immense pressure on couples to meet high, sometimes artificial expectations. So maybe that box of candy is okay, but maybe she might want like a diamond ring. If you live beyond your means, you might not just have that, or just some flowers or whatever, which I think is nice. I think husband and wife should always continue to be have a nice, cordial, romantic relationship. I mean, that's how some people stay married for a long time. It's also a celebration of love, provides a specific dedicated day to express love and appreciation for romantic partners, friends, and family. Now, I got to say, when I was raised up, when I was getting raised, I was taught that when you get together with somebody, you're going to go into some type of courtship. Like it's not just a random thing. Let's just hook up. Let's just move in together and all that kind of stuff. It's really a matter of respect. And then if you have God in your life, of course, you want definitely to respect God first and follow Him as close as you can. So when I was growing up, that was the thing. If you're going to talk to somebody, you have expectations of leading to marriage. That's what it says, leading to marriage and engagement, or is it just going to be a thing that keeps going on and on and on and on for 10, 15, 20 years, and nobody tied the knot? The guy didn't ask anything. Sometimes, people are sad trapped that way. And sometimes the lady is waiting for the man to pop the question, but he avoids popping that question, or he may say, we're going to talk about this later. 10, 20 years down the line, they're still not married. Now, I got to tell you, that happened to one of my cousins, and I'm not going to say who they are, of course. But when I was growing up, 15, 16 years old, she had this guy with her. I mean, she loved him. She loved him, do anything for him, loved him. And she wanted to marry him. They did everything but get married. 20 years goes by, 30 years, she's still saying fiance. Like, I'm going like, fiance used to mean a period of time leading up to a husband or wife, not fiance for 20 years. That didn't used to be like that. Oh, fiance. I think that's a very special word. So fiance means it won't be too long before we're going to be tying the knot. Even if it's a year, 2, 3, I think you're going really past that time. So people take that word for granted now with it. It used to be, and I still think it holds true today. If somebody is your fiance, then you should be leading to marriage, and not 20 years in, not 10 years in, not 5 years in, at the max. I say at the max, because if somebody loves you and they can promise to get married, well then I think it won't be too long after that, a couple years or so, 3. You plan that marriage, that wedding, or whatever. Dating period, or dating to. From dating to me sounds not as serious as having a courtship. You don't hear that word much either. You hear dating. I'm dating. Yeah, I've been dating. That means I'm just going out with somebody, hanging out. So dating is cool, but it should lead to a courtship if you're going to be tied into that. So also we're going to continue. So for Valentine's Day, unrealistic expectation. It's a pressure for a perfect date. Can cause stress, anxiety, and conflict in relationships. And maybe that's why people break up or run around that time. Because now, I gotta go put on my suit, take her out to dinner. She gotta get all dressed up. And I don't see anything wrong. I think it's nice if that's something you love to do. It's romantic. But I guess some people, they may not be quite into that. Valentine's Day, sometimes people have loneliness and exclusion, which is for some people are sad, which can cause exacerbate feelings of inadequacy for single people or those in strained relationships. Well, I just here to tell you that whoever you are special and you are wonderful. And whether you are married, whether you are in a relationship headed for marriage, whether you are single and still waiting for the right one, you know. But that's that feeling of loneliness. And you have to love yourself. Get in a position where you can love yourself to the point where you won't feel excluded or inadequate because somebody's not there saying, "Oh, you're so pretty. I love you. Let's get married." I mean, that's a beautiful thing. God made marriage so that you have a partner. But if it doesn't come right away or when you want it, it's nice to learn how to love yourself and to entertain your own self and have a good time. I guess people have to grow to that, right? And also, it's a lot of artificiality. Critics argue that love should be expressed daily. not just on a single look a coerced date. Oh wow, it's coerced. How does that sound? Like you just like pushed up on something you got to do. So the key considerations is while Valentine's Day can be a source of stress, many adopt a low-key approach, such as making homemade gifts, which is fun, or enjoying a quiet night in, and that's fun, which focuses on thoughtfulness over price tags. And the day does not have to be solely for romantic couples, and it can be used as an opportunity to celebrate all types of relationships. Okay, I'll stop. And if you have time for me to do the other part, then I would like to.
Okay, does anybody have any thoughts so far?
Yeah. I wouldn't even know the day was here, the holiday, until someone say to me, "Happy Valentine," a stranger, or whoever. Um, and I have to admit, all my life, I never received a box of candy for Sweetest Day or Valentine's Day, a card, flowers. Maybe because I've been married and I don't know. They just never happened. But like like London said, you know, you love yourself. And these traditional days, I don't put my heart into it, because I know God loves me and I know his love and I know that I just can't get hung up on what we should do and when we should do it. And I've always been happy, even seeing others enjoy themselves or walking and holding hands or getting flowers. I never coveted that. It never struck me as envy to be envious of them. I love to see people in love, but I just had to admit it never happened.
Yes.
Thank
I,
you for sharing your perspective. Go ahead, Pastor.
yeah, I like that too. I'm what they say. I am what's that word when you love to see love, but they don't. You know what I'm saying? I like Renee. It's nice to see a couple. Younger couple, even an older couple. They walking holding hands. They're seasoned. They got some seasoned love there. They done been through all kinds of stuff. And so you see them, they're like, wow, that is so sweet. And there's something behind just we're together, but you can see the essence of what they've built over years. You had to know these people. So I love to see love. I think it's nice for have marriage, people that love so much each other that they decide, well, we'll have a marriage and go ahead and build a family. I love to see all of that. So, and also like when she said that, she said it never happened. I don't trying to figure out I don't think I've had all that going on either. I don't remember. Just people just live, And I've been married. I've had marriages. Uh, but you just live your life, and if I did receive something, that's a shame if I don't remember. But I mean, it wasn't that effective. but but when you're happy, it's just you don't think about it. Like you said, I don't think about it either. I walked in somewhere with one of my clients. Hey, London, happy Valentine's Day. I said, oh yeah, happy Valentine's Day to you. Like I didn't really. I mean, I knew it, but I didn't. It's not in my mind. Happy Valentine's Day. And a couple people said Happy Valentine's Day in passing. They didn't say nothing. Like, why are you saying that to me? People have all kind of feelings on that day, I guess.
Yeah, I think people can have all types of feelings, and I have to be opposite of you ladies because I can feel some type of way on Valentine's Day. But I get over it, but I can feel some type of way at times. And I've had a couple of nice gestures through time. I can't say it was like the most lavish, elaborate thing, but to me, like you were reading about what you were saying on Google, it doesn't really have to be like really expensive. Just something thoughtful, or just saying it, or just getting a phone call or a text. At times, that can feel good to just get something like that. But yeah, I like the flowers and the candy and all that stuff. If I'm with the right person, I think that I should be able to get all of those things, and I'll give my partner a gift as well. That's how I feel about it. But I do feel like some people are like, hey, it's just a day and it's commercialized and they just want to get money. And okay, that may be true, but if it makes you that upset, I think some people are just cheap. I don't know. You don't like I say you don't have to get anything huge. You can get a small little box of candy for like $5. Like, what is the why is it such some people are so upset? Like it's just commercialized and I don't have to get anything. And some guys do that, I think it's just because they may be kind of cheap or they don't really want to make a commitment of any kind and they don't want to remember all these dates because they might have different women. They might have a few of them, so they can't get all of them to Valentine's,
Uh-oh.
right?
Okay.
So he act like he just don't like Valentine's Day, but he know he got like 5 different girls. So so he tell them, hey, I just love you every day. We don't have to do that.
You're right.
You know,
Okay,
I think there's some guys that do that.
let me tell you what's new though.
What?
This lady told me Happy Galentine's Day.
Oh yeah, girls only, huh?
Yeah, gal, GAL for the girls.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And I didn't know that. The girl would tell another girl Galentine's Day. But also these my sister-in-law who decorate and make cakes, she said she had a strawberry cake to make and it's supposed to have a Dracula on it and stuff like that.
Mm.
So I'm thinking now they're into vampires and blood. You know, I said, it must be a young person you're doing this cake for. She said, yeah, it is. So
Mm.
I don't know what's out there now for Valentine's Day. It's kind of creepy.
Kind of creepy.
Yeah, that kind of surprises me, the Dracula thing. But I like Valentine's Day. I know about that, and I know it's really for single women, just to show love to each other. Like go out with your girlfriends. Like if you don't have a romantic partner, just go have fun with your girlfriends and stuff like that. Go out to dinner or the movies with your girls. And me and my family, my girls, we watch like romantic movies and we just kind of have a candy party and just sometimes we can just order in a nice meal. So I like Valentine's Day. I think it's a nice alternative. And then there's like events and even church events as well for women that might be single and just still want to feel the love and celebrate. You don't have to have a partner to do that. So I'm that type of person. I've always been mindful of Valentine's Day, and I'll enjoy it with my family. So I don't have to have a man, but it's nice to have a nice relationship and to have that romantic time. But if you don't have that, you can still celebrate and show love to others and love yourself. So that's what I think about Valentine's Day.
I do love romance though. I like to watch romantic movies. I do. I like all that. I just this is sweet, but I don't feel. I don't know. Everybody's different. It depends on where everybody has been in their life. I just remember, and if you all probably remember when we were in school, Valentine's Day is a big deal, big day in our class. They had us making everything for Valentine's Day, and then you go home when you buy some candy, you got
Yeah,
and pass it out to your schoolmates. Yeah, that's a big deal. I kind
right,
of like that. People could just do that for people. You know what I'm saying? So they
right.
started teaching us that early on. That you just swapping out gifts and wishing everybody happy Valentine's Day. Get a teacher one and give your little girl student over there, a little boy, and then it just kind of pass it around. So anyway, that was fun. They have trained us, haven't they, for Valentine's Day. So I still think it can be a nice day for anybody, I
To
guess.
show love.
Show love, yep.
Yeah, that's what I think it is too. And I think some people will try to get biblical with it, but I think again some people just don't like to celebrate anything. Like, well, it's not in the Bible, so we don't have to. Well,
Right.
why not just show love? Like, why?
Stingy people
That's
like
just
me.
another great excuse not to, huh?
Hey, stingy people like me. Oh, I don't celebrate Christmas. Too many people in the family get bad gifts.
Yeah. Well, you have to be wise when you're doing these things now. You don't spend on. You can't. Some people do honestly get stressed out on holidays if they, and then some people make fun of it. It's just like a lot of fun. I got to go shopping. Now we do that. Our family we do that. So I'm not gonna, we do that for each other. Period. We come home with some candy and passing out candy in the house, and so, but it's just kind of fun. It's more for fun. It's nice to remember somebody, um, whether it's your partner or your sister or your brother or whoever. We got a thread of about 20 some people on part of our family, and
Ooh.
we are blowing kisses and saying Happy Valentine's Day to everybody. So
Yep, that's all you need because I can't give everybody something. I mean, it don't have to be expensive. Like I said, send a text or something to show a little love.
I
Or
think
if
it's
you
just
just,
like that.
yeah.
what'd you
I think
say?
What she said?
I like sharing candy.
yeah.
Silver said she likes
Chocolate.
sharing candy.
That's the good part about it. Chocolate. That's the good part.
Yeah.
Is after Valentine's Day is over, you can get some candy on sale. That's what we gonna do. Oh, let's go to the store because the candy's on discount.
Yeah.
Get some benefits.
And a lot of us ladies like chocolate, so it's a reason
Yeah.
for me to just eat chocolate anyway.
That's a good one.
Well, after all that, maybe I won't say anything else. All the other stuff I was gonna say. That's like for another relationship day.
Is it a lot?
Well, yeah. It's not a lot. No.
We can sum it up and be done.
I just really gonna highlight that because how we got started on this, Valentine's Day is coming. Is it love? Do they care? Or do they don't care? Why I'll just start talking. I said, oh yeah, do they
I
really
love you.
do they love you? Do they not? Does the partner love you? Or what is this? Is it real? Somebody says care or what? So
Yeah.
I went as far as put down friends with benefits. Because I did mention that a little earlier. It says friends with benefits because it's called FWB. Friends with benefits arrangements often lead to four different
like that
reverting to just friends. They said 28% ending up all contact, 31%, and then continuing the FWB friends with benefits arrangements, 26%. So I guess when people start getting involved, they just have a friend with benefits. That's all. They just stay friends with benefits.
Yeah.
People have a reason why they do that because some people do it because of finances or they just want to keep holding on to themselves and what they do, and that's why they call it friends with benefits. Or evolving into sometimes it really evolve into a romantic relationship. Sometimes people start off that way, Oh, we just gonna be friends with benefits. And I've seen them on TV. They said, well, we're just friends with benefits. I was going checking somebody else out. Then the other person getting mad. So they said, well, I thought y'all was just friends with benefits.
Yeah.
Friends with benefits. Why are you getting mad? So you can start having feelings, like real serious feelings. And you're not gonna like that friend with benefit other person stepping out. They got all these different phrases, but like once you become close with somebody like that, you can expect a little, jealousy, and you don't want that person to be with somebody else. I could see that. And so let me keep going through this. He says frequently results in unreciprocated feelings. People don't have like deep feelings. That's why they call it friends with benefits. They're not deep. At least one of them don't, and it causes complications. As a matter of fact, it could cause dissolution of an original friendship. So some people start off being friends. I think it's nice when you got a couple that start off just being best friends, and then get married. I always said to myself, if you get married, it's nice if you can get married to somebody that was your
Well, you
friend
taking care of
first.
them or doing
So they gonna,
something to her with her.
huh?
Oh, I'm excuse me.
I think you get treated better when you married your best friend. And I can attest to that because
Yeah.
when I got married, this is what my husband told me. Because he was hanging out, and he wasn't right either. I found out that he wasn't even right. But he told me, yeah, they're my friends. I said, I thought I was your friend. No, you just my wife. What? Wait a minute, hold on. So I want to be treated like a friend too. Like the friends was getting treated better than I was.
Right.
You
Right.
getting a certain kind of attention that I wasn't getting. And that's when I learned that your friends, and some of the friends that I saw, well, they were girls. We were all going to college. So, me and my naive self, no telling what was going on. But the whole point of it was, if these people are your friends, but I'm just your wife, so I don't get to get treated like a friend. I think a good friend is the best thing you could ever have in the beginning, because your friend got your back, that kind of thing. And if y'all do hook up and get married, you have a pretty nice foundation that you built, as friends.
Yeah.
So you got the friendship, then you go into husband and wife or husbandry or whatever. And I think it can work really good because you are not just the wife, but you should be friends. I'm saying, why we can't be friends too? Okay, and so
Right.
so the key
Just
out.
the wife. I mean, the wife should be, that relationship should be
Yeah, you would think the wife,
superior to a friend.
right?
That's
Well,
what
I
you would
learned
think.
that. I couldn't understand it. Like, wow, he told me that. He
Could
told,
y'all remember that Cupid, the little angel with the arrow?
uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, I thought that was so cute until later on I found out it was something evil or something wicked about it. Did you hear that?
When they used to shoot you with the arrow, and then your heart, then your
Yeah,
heart belongs to them.
yeah, but then later on I found out that Cupid was not really,
Good,
it was something wicked about it.
kind of witchcrafty. That's what that
We
is.
need to look
Yeah.
in we need to look into that. I feel like it came out of some kind of Greek mythology, the
Right? Yeah.
original
It's
Oh
story of
yeah.
Cupid, but I really don't know the details. But I think I heard something like that.
Yeah.
It kind of makes sense though, because when Cupid hits you, then you got to be with that person. So it's kind of like, yeah, it's kind of different going on there.
But I wanted to
Um,
say something about the friends because I think being friends is a good testing ground to
mhm.
see if that person really wants to be with you because I've had too many guys that I say, well, let's be friends, and they just want to be friends for 5 minutes and jump right into the relationship because I think they just want to really get in the bed and get those benefits.
Yeah,
Right.
the
Because,
benefit.
Exactly.
a lot of women not willing to do friends with benefits because it's really, I think a man came up with that because they just want to jump into bed with whoever and they just need to meet their physical needs and they don't want to commit to a relationship. It's like, why don't we be friends with benefits?
And then some of the women go for it. I want to say this. Can I clarify something? What I was saying about my cousin. My cousin finally married that guy. So you talk about 30 years in, 25, 30 years in. She was determined to tie the knot. But he still wasn't right. So I don't think he really loved her ever. He
The
just,
one who kept saying fiance.
yeah, they was together messing around for
Yeah.
all that time. I don't know if she had a kid with him, but I remember she had like a miscarriage or something. But this guy, whatever she did, he never like he was even trying to flirt with me. And I'm the younger cousin. He was flirting with me like, whoa, you don't act like he loved my
Right.
cousin. Yeah. And so I remember going to her church later, way later. And I just said, well, she probably wanted to make it right with God, I guess, to like get that husband and make it right. And so they finally got married. But when I went to visit them, he still like was very wayward. Like, I'm here, but I don't even want to be here. And still trying to talk to me. And after all these years, and right in her
Right.
face too. So um, after she married him, he died. So at least she could say she married him, but she didn't have him very long after marriage, you know.
That's sad. And I've heard other stories where people will be together for so many years, and then after they got married, they don't even last like a year of marriage, and they end up breaking up. And
Yeah.
I've heard stories like that too. But I can't really even fully say he didn't love her. I feel like he had some toxic traits about him. He sounded like he might have been a womanizer.
You know who
And
I'm
that's
talking
some things
about.
that he need to. I'm just saying,
Wow.
generally, that type of person, if he trying to say something to you, he probably was trying to say something to other women.
I don't think the man cared,
I
honestly. Why you talking to
love
everybody else
you.
and this your
And I
he
don't know
married
if she was chasing him because
she
that's
was
why the
chasing
man is supposed to pursue you. If she was
yeah.
chasing him, maybe
Why?
that's why he stuck around.
I'm trying to be funny, but I'm gonna get all the way real with y'all guys. I think a little bit of witchery was going on, and
I
you know,
think
sometimes they
you're
do that.
right.
They hang around, but they are not around because they want to be. You know what I'm saying? Trying to
Right.
stuff
I
wear
think
off.
you're
So
right.
honestly, I hate to say that. You know, that's in the family, but I believe that that's what she was doing, and
Yeah.
that's why his interest wasn't. He really wasn't there. You know, it's really what never was. But whatever she was doing, he would kind of hang around, whatever. So I do think she was chasing him, and she was doing other things too, trying to. Some people do that, you know. They do all kinds of stuff trying to get that
Yeah.
person, which is
And
not
then,
of God, you know.
like
Right.
I can say that that's true. A lot of people do a lot of things, and one of the things I heard is about the entrapment of getting pregnant is one of the things. But if y'all wasn't sleeping together, you wouldn't get pregnant anyway. You got to know if you were sleeping together, that's possibly your child. So that's another way that sometimes women will try to hold
Yeah.
on to a man by getting pregnant.
Which
But
is
I mean, it
still
takes two
right,
to
but
tango,
you
But
did
see,
do
still don't change the man's heart though. I mean, if the man
right?
don't want to really be there, you just have his kid, you know.
That's true.
That's love. That's that. What's love got to do with it when you get down to it? What is love? Where's love at? You know.
And I have this song up here. These words say, "Do you love me?" Because we started talking about that song, and then you sang, "What's love got to do with it?" And I wish Sister Terrace would come on with a song, because on her show, she'll break out in the song a few times, whatever topic she's talking about. So this is nothing new to her to break out into a song on a topic. But we was talking about the "Do You Love Me," which I think that's a Little Richard song. So we were just having fun, and he's like, what was he saying? Do you love me now that I can dance?" And I was like, "Yeah, they love you once you dance to their tune, but then they don't love you no more."
Yeah.
So true.
Yeah, so we were just having fun, just saying stuff, and
But some of the stuff is true.
Yeah.
I mean,
I,
a
I
lot of
would,
those love songs come from somewhere.
yeah, I would like to say too, real quick, if I can make this quick, that I was in a relationship at one time. You know, I was told, okay, now if you're gonna keep hanging around, y'all need to tie the knot. And my father being a preacher, he didn't raise us like that. And so this guy never did. You know, he I don't know if he thought I was gonna just be around or what. So what do you do? Now some people don't want to say goodbye, but I said goodbye. I said, well, you know, if we're not gonna get married, and that was about a year. Was it a year in? I said, well, if we don't have plans to get married, whatever. I told him, I said, I can't, you know, being a Christian woman, I cannot. We gonna have to either tie the knot or break up. And he couldn't understand it, but that's what I did. He almost had a fit. I know he's having a fit. Yeah, but then what was the problem? You know, so but I said, well, I'm not gonna allow myself to be with you like this, and that's really like friends with benefit. Like I love you, I want to be with you, I want to go this, that, and the other, but no, I don't. I'm not gonna tie the knot. So I said goodbye. I had to say goodbye, and I think that was one of the best people. I really kind of like that guy. I kind of care for him about more than anybody actually, because he was really real, down to earth. He'll tell you the truth, and if he wasn't right, he'd tell you the truth, and that's what I like. He'll let you know where he stood. And I appreciate that because there's so many fake people out there that say one thing, and most of them, I hate to say, was coming from the church because that's the only place I've been in, the church. And so when I met him, I said, wow, this guy let me know who he is. So if I can understand, like if he don't do something a certain way or whatever, I understand him. So, but anyway, that's how that turned out. So you had to make a decision sometime in life if you're gonna stay there, how long you gonna stay there, or are you gonna let it go?
I feel like we could talk about this some more again in the future.
Yeah.
But we only have a couple minutes. We have BBW, Burright Biblical Word, coming up next at 9 o'clock. And we want to play this little brief presentation. So does anybody have any last words, like 30 seconds?
Thank God for everything. Last word.
Amen.
Yeah.
And thank you for Jesus. Jesus is love.
Yeah.
I just want to say Happy Valentine's Day, everyone.
Happy
Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine.
Gallons.
Yes,
Yes.
Valentine.
Yeah, we'll have to buy some candy for all of you.
But can we just say something on a nice note? There are good relationships, and there's some good women, and there's some very good men. Somewhere, I know there got to be.
And Minister Renee told us about one. He wasn't always good, but he changed his ways. So that's a good story.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. Good night. We love you.
Love you. Thank
Love
you.
you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
A sweet treat from LICMC.
Hello, everybody. It's yours truly, Angela Davis. I'm coming on here to perform a special single written by the amazing writer and producer and musician, Mr. Paris Rideout, called Being in Love. It's perfect for Valentine's Day and for all those amazing couples out there that are holding on and keeping the love and staying together. So hope you all enjoy this performance. Here we go. I just want to tell the truth. Just let me talk to you. The honeymoon is over, and reality is here. Everybody's sober, 'cause it's almost been a year. No, we're doing our best, but I expected more. Maybe it's just a test, but the truth I can't ignore. Truth is, sometimes it's hard being in love. You let down your guard and find out what you're made of. I don't want to quit. I don't want to give up. But sometimes it's hard being in love. But I gave you my vow. No matter how tough, I'll never stop being in love. Ooh.
Welcome to Rooms, a dating experience. Rooms. A dating experience. Step 1. Cleansing process. Free your body and mind as you prepare for the journey to your soulmate. Rooms. A dating experience. Finally, you will look your best before your first pairing. Enjoy the finest wardrobe assortment. Then wait in your room for your mate's arrival. Our algorithm has chosen the most compatible match. As you wait, enjoy the finest libations for energy and sustenance. Now your journey begins.